where our adventurers started in the house. Marwin decided to investigate the portal further, disappeared. When Hope and Vrax were messing with the tax collector, things got a little bit weird, and everyone decided to take a rest after that. The night went by uneventfully, and now morning has come, and we paid our taxes with a little trickery that was...
We evaded tax evasion.
Yeah, we evaded tax evasion.
And
Take a roll for tax evasion.
now everyone has stepped out of the home and starting on their adventures for today. So what would you guys like to
So
do?
everybody paid 80 gold. Was it 80 gold?
80 gold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did I pay 80 gold?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
You did.
Stealing my money. What is this?
Yeah, we bought a house.
Yeah.
True. Okay. You know what? That makes sense.
A house that
Uh,
Vrax hates.
Yes.
Vrax,
Just
you hate it?
He hates it.
he hates it.
Okay.
I figure I'll throw it out there just because. I know we didn't get experience last time. Did we get any from the boar thing?
Absolutely. You guys can mark down. Ooh, I wrote it down too. I wrote it down. Let's see. Where did I write it down at? Each one of you received 1,250 XP for all the day's events.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Except Vrax, who doesn't pay attention.
So that's if I'm keeping track.
Mark
correct,
down
got
1,250 XP.
That should be 8,500.
8,500. Cool.
Yep. Simple maths.
I like that.
Maths. I got them.
All right, so we're basically free for the morning, right? We paid the taxes, and now we kind of just have the day to ourselves before that feast tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so that is tonight. All right, I was just about to ask about that.
Now, have we walked out of the house? We
Yes.
are out of the house. We're kind of in front of the house. Cool. I want to, kind of signal over to Vrax, kind of like poke him on the side, and just like, hey, can I shoulder?
I have no need to find these pipes you're after.
But fine, I will walk on my own. And I just kind of like start walking off, trying to go on my pipe mission. I'm trying to find a pipe.
Roll investigation.
Marwin's looking for Amsterdam.
I'm looking for Amsterdam right now.
The red light district.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a little bit of time to find. Going in and out of shops, you eventually will find one. But what is
There we go.
the rest of everyone doing?
I am going to head to the Blue Kite since I didn't get to go there and look at armor stuff the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna actually go with them too.
All right. So Vrax, Victor, what are you up to?
You know what? I'll do that too. I'm gonna go shopping.
So everyone but Marwin goes shopping.
Marwin's just gonna walk off.
Alrighty. So you arrive.
I mean, we almost got busted for tax evasion. I think I kind of do need to go on my own for a little bit.
So while Marwin's off looking for a pipe, you guys head back into the town square. Head directly across west to the Mage District, where the Blue Kite was. I'm trying to look up the name. I believe it was Corbin.
I believe his name was.
You know what's funny is I
Corbin
think
Bentley.
Paul.
I
Well,
think-
there's two owners of the Blue
I was gonna
Kite.
say there's two. There's Paul, right?
Paul was
Yes, you're right, Paul.
Blue Kite. The other one was Potions.
That was a different one, but you met both
Fair enough.
owners of the Blue
Oh, that's
Kite.
right.
And
Well, Corbin escorted us to our house.
correct, he was also
Oh, okay.
part owner of the Blue Kite. So you walk in, you see Paul Braft, which I believe that's who Vrax and Victor had the opportunity to see. He goes,
Yeah, we come in last.
Welcome-
Vrax and Victor come in last.
Oh, and I see that we have reoccurring customers. Please come in.
Vrax looks at him and says, and holds up his one of his arms and says, "Thank you again.
Oh,
Your
they have
graces
served you
us
well?
Indeed, they have.
Wonderful, wonderful. What else can I get you for? Congratulations on killing Torben, though.
Yeah.
I have heard the stories, and I can't wait to feast tonight. The glow, you know, is glowing with excitement.
Good. Well, I don't know what anybody else is here looking for, but I heard that this was the place to come if you're looking for armor, and I mean, I saw the bracers that Vrax was wearing, and
Yes.
I knew I had to come here. So I was wondering what you had that I might be interested in. I kind of look around to the rest of the group, and I go, being apparently the only one interested in buying heavy armor. So I look at the rest of the group.
Oh, you would like some heavy armor? I do not have, but I do. And he's kind of thinking to himself, I do have something that maybe, since you four do go adventuring, I do have something that may be of use to you. And he reaches down and pulls up a bag and puts it on the table. This is a bag of holding. Trying to get pricing. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry.
Price check.
Let's
So
go
with-
price check on the bag of
Aisle
holding.
1.
So with this bag, it's always going to weigh 15 pounds, but you can store an immense amount of materials in it. And this bag is going to run about 250 gold.
I think that is more than fair price.
Reasonable.
Fair. I know, as I've encountered bags of holding before. I can tell you that they are indeed quite useful for carrying all manner of things.
Yes.
Would you guys be interested in this as a group
Mm-hmm.
purchase?
Yes.
Like a collective.
I reach for my pouch.
What did we say? You said 250?
250 gold pieces, please.
Yeah, I'll grab mine too.
I actually nudge with my arm. I nudge Victor and look at him, and I say, as a means of a good act, perhaps you should. Kind of signaling as if, like, you gave this guy a hard time last time. Maybe you should.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reaching it. As long
Vrax
as
just
I can, and like as he's like kind of poking me, I'm looking through all like the finer like feathered lightweight clothing and like fancy stuff, and yeah, I'll just turn around and just be like, I was a bit of fool, and I'll pull out 250, and I'll take the bag of holding for the
Alrighty.
group.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Well, and like I have like coins in my hand at a. Okay.
If you don't want them, I'll take them. No, I gotta do some maths here. All right, and yeah, I'll take the bag of holding, and yeah, because it's what, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yes, it's
we
15.
can all carry it. All right,
Yeah.
no big deal. So I'll snag it.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but that's
Well,
pretty.
what in
if anybody else-
particular were you looking for?
Well, I know you said heavy armor is not your forte, which is more than understandable in a
Well,
mage
sometimes
district.
I do carry heavy armor. I just don't have any at the moment.
That's
With other
fair
adventurers here, and my shop has been pretty much run dry.
When do the next shipments come in?
Well, that depends. It depends on when the adventurers come back with their goods. I do buy stuff. If you happen to have anything.
Actually, funny that you mentioned that. You know what? I lied. No, wait on that. Sorry.
What-
This is
what-
all. This is Axton's thought process in his brain.
No, what
Nope.
is it? If you have anything, I don't mind taking even a look at it.
Well, you had mentioned. I know you don't have anything armor related, but do you have anything that might assist in preventing? Anything to help me withstand damage more if you don't have any better heavy armor? Anything along that lines?
The braces were the only thing that I had, but that wouldn't be good for you. Perhaps maybe head over to potions, and get yourself a potion of resistance.
Okay.
Vrax suddenly perks up and reaches in and grabs the strange doll that he has with the pins in it and gives it over and says, "Do you know anything about this doll?"
He looks at it and says, "I can tell you that it's worthless. It might
I
have
thought so.
sentimental value, but
I thought so. Do you have a place I can dispose of this trash, perhaps?
I would take it off your hands.
I honestly don't know where I have it.
You have that. Why do you have that?
I
It would be
couldn't tell you.
sentimental
I
to
have no
you,
idea.
but if you don't want it, you can get rid of it.
This is the best scene in my head. What do you know about this doll?
He's like, I don't know. I thought so.
So,
Is it sentimental to me?
yeah, it is sentimental to you. But he takes the doll from
Oh.
you and says, I'll dispose of this for you, I guess. And
Thank
kinda
you.
just throws it on the ground. Anything else?
Do you have any magical items, rings, necklaces, anything?
Like I
I'm
said,
looking for a particular ring, and I'm not sure if you would help.
Okay, what kind of ring are you looking for?
I might be wrong on what it's called, but it holds magic.
Oh, those are quite rare. I had one maybe 6 months ago, but like I said, with adventurers coming through here, they tend to wipe out what I have. I do, now that you mention it, and he turns around, pulls out a ring and puts it on the table and slides it forward. This may not be what you're looking for, but I do have a ring of jumping.
Jumping. How far
Pick-
can you jump?
Well, let me look up the actual spell.
Keep the role playing alive, buddy.
It has the ability to allow you to swim 3 miles an hour faster.
I was about to ask about something. Swimming. That's so
Does
weird.
everybody have all the weapons they need? Comfortable? Is there anything our pipe-smoking young buddy? I suppose he's just little, not young, but he's...
A
Is there
leash?
anything he might...
A leash.
A leash?
Do you have any halfling leashes?
Preferably the magical variety.
What we need to get is like a back seat to like put on Vrax's shoulder.
Like a
So
car
he can
seat.
always, yeah, like a seat.
Reverse facing
Put up
car
there,
seat.
so
the
he's
front
safe.
side, wait, on the front of the body baby backpack.
Yeah.
Just
A Marwin Bjorn.
They're just dangling, their legs.
The legs are like-
Guys, I can hear you.
Just
I can hear
throwing up
you.
on themselves.
No, you
Marwin
can't. You're not here.
Marwin can't hear.
No, Marwin can't hear you, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So,
None of this meta. Come on.
all right.
No.
So, no, I don't think I have a baby seat, or a baby carriage. But with the ring, it allows you to cast the jump spell, which, when you use it, you jump the distance triple the time of your own jump. You can cast it as a bonus action as well.
Do any of you need one?
It sounds mighty interesting, but I've spent enough money. And I'm gonna head out the door. Just kind of wait outside. 'Cause I'm done spending money.
How much is it?
Oh, that will be 250 gold, please.
Hmm.
No one enjoys jumping.
Not
Do you,
in-
Vrax?
Not in heavy armor.
It does sound fun.
I think you should have it.
Vrax is kind of daydreaming about jumping like 30 feet into the air and swinging his axe down like in these giant leaps and bounds.
As an out of game point of fact, I think jumps are based on your strength, and you have a 20 strength, so you'd be like ridiculous.
It'd be like Crisis.
I think you could jump 60 feet, like
Pretty much.
in a six, like, well, in like a in a horizontal fashion.
We also can't forget that it's gonna be Vrax won't be walking anymore. He's just gonna like Spider-Man, like
Like the really crappy Incredible Hulk movie, and he
Yeah,
just jumps
exactly.
like.
As
Marwin's
I
gonna be
can tell
like-
he's thinking, I kind of nudge him and go, why not? I think it'd be fun.
I dig out my coin purse. How much did you say?
No, 250 gold, please.
He digs out 250 gold and places it on his table or counter.
He pulls the gold in, slides you the ring, and he goes, but that will acquire attunement to wear, so as long as you keep the ring on for a little bit, then you'll be attuned to it. Is there anything else?
Would you let us know if anything comes in?
Well, if I see
you
you,
don't mind.
yes. How about that?
He knows where
Much
we live.
appreciated.
Mm.
I do know where you live. I mean, for
Do you send a newsletter?
well, for an extra amount, I could always stop by the homestead with my my wares, but that means I'll be leaving the shop with wares, so maybe we
That
can
might
make out
make
a
sense.
deal.
Oh, what kind of deal?
Maybe 10 gold a visit every time I come out. When I have something new, of course, that might interest you.
I think that's fair. We get first.
Sounds
first dibs.
convenient to me.
Yes, as long as you are home, and as long as I can, I can't hold stuff, but if something comes in and I know that you are in town, I'll come to you with it.
That sounds good. We'll take
Fair
deal.
I also say, I almost forgot. I kind of pull out that. I keep forgetting that I have the scarab on me.
Okay.
And any idea what this would be worth? I hand it over to him.
He looks at it and he's kind of intensely staring at it, and he puts it on the table slowly and kind of pushes it away very slowly. He says, don't feel comfortable with this in my shop. I can tell you now that even if I wanted to purchase it, and because we are making this deal, I'll be upfront with you, I would not have the coin to purchase it. This particular scarab is, and I'm no jeweler, but at least worth 30,000 gold.
Oh.
Do you know? Yeah, Axton drops all pretense. I'm sorry. Do you know anything about this scarab? Scarab.
I know it's ornamental in design, but he has this confused. He's kind of like staring at it, intensely. You can tell there's kind of an uneasiness to him.
I will.
And not in the way of that he wants it, in the way of
fair.
He wants it out of his shop.
Okay, I will take it and put it back.
Do you know where you can find more information about the scarab?
Absolutely. You take it to the Mages Guild.
Just to throw it out there. Do you know of anybody that would possibly be interested in purchasing this?
I don't think anybody would want to touch that.
It has, much like the lovely house we have fallen into, it seems to have more than just monetary value.
Did you take this from the house?
Yes.
Yes.
From the trophy room.
Correct.
The very same.
And he gets kind of serious with his tone and says, "Whatever is in that room needs to stay in that room. That is my suggestion."
Okay.
Do you know any information of that room?
I do not, but I know that there are particular items in that room that are there for reasons. Whatever reasons those are, I do not know. I do not care to ask.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We should try to
Maybe we should
intrigue
put
this
that-
Mages Guild and see what they know.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
we bring them to the house.
Vrax looks down at him and just kind of leans in a little bit and says, "We would like to continue to do good and honest business with you. Could you please allow no one to know of our possession of these things?"
Your secret is my secret, friend. But I would also ask you to leave, please.
More than fair. So I will leave the shop.
Yep.
Thank
Vrax nods at him.
Before, when everybody leaves the shop, I turn to him and go, "Do you mind if I can get that doll?
I'm sorry?
That doll that Vrax gave you?
Certainly.
Do you mind?"
He leans over and picks it up off the ground.
What do you want with that thing?
And
Yeah,
hands
you
it to
already left, hun. You're already out.
And hands
And
it to you.
I go
hun.
ahead, and I put it in my bag.
Okay. We're gonna
And
flip
I-
over to Marwin. Marwin.
Can we get a theme?
No.
Yeah, get my
Going
theme
right
going.
now?
No.
This is like the perfect time to whip this.
Just kind of
out.
like
It's-
meandering around town
Oh.
by myself.
We're trying to figure out what this 30k scarab is, and you're looking for a pipe with no.
So eventually you find a shop. You walk in and you acquire about a pipe. And
Is it called Pipes?
No. You know what? Roll investigations.
Of course.
You walk in and Mario's standing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
I am on a pipe quest.
Yeah. So you walk around for a good 30 minutes before finding a shop. At this point in time, you're not really even looking at names of shops. You just see a shop sign, and you go in, and you're like, "Hey, do you guys have pipes?" They're like, "No." "Okay, thank you." And then you walk out, kind of thing. Since you are driven on that. Eventually, you make your way into a shop, and you say, "Hey, do you have any pipes here?" And the guy goes, "Yes, we do. Come on in."
Ooh, pipes. Okay, cool, awesome.
What kind of
Show me
pipe
the
were
way.
you looking for?
I am looking for a meerschaum pipe.
A meerschaum pipe.
Yes.
That's very specific. Let me
Check your inventory.
look. Is there any particular carvings that you were looking for?
None in particular. Just curious about your meerschaum collection to see what you had in stock, if any.
Okay. Well, our collection of pipes isn't very large. Most people whittled their own pipes from tree branches that they find around
I figured
town.
being a port town that sailors would trade their pipes.
Yeah, we do get some traded pipes every once in a while, but let me see what I have. So he goes in the back and pulls out two. One of them is like a castle carving pipe. It's made out of wood. They're both made out of wood, and the other one is forest with animals carved around the sides.
What are the first two? What do they look like?
The first one is kind of like a castle that goes all the way around the front edge of it, and it's kind of like a block shape. If that makes sense.
Size wise, give me a size.
It's big for you because they're made for humans.
Well, yeah. Does it have anything on the stem, or is the stem smooth?
The stem has it's kind of like just square markings all the way across, and then with the other one, it's more of a elongated pipe with it's called the bowl, right? The main part of it. That has a forest carving out with creatures, and then the rest of the pipe is smooth.
Okay. And okay, so I'm gonna pick up the one with the forest with the creatures on it,
Okay.
and kind of examine it and look around on it, look at it, and ask him how much for this pipe.
Oh, for that pipe, it's 2 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold.
Okay. And would you have any delicacies to use with this pipe?
Sure. What kind of delicacies are you looking for?
Well, what do you have?
We have pipeweed. Is there any sort of flavor that you are looking for?
Something sweet. Something sweet.
I think I got what you are looking for. And he pulls up a pouch. It's kind of filled up. He kind of slides it over. Give that one a smell. And do you smell it? So the aroma of like flowers comes in your nose. It's very honey, esque smell to it. He's like, I think that's what you're looking for.
You know what? I do like how this smells. I'll take this. How much do you have?
You want the whole bag?
How much? How much do you have?
The whole
Weight wise.
This one is a pound, and the pound is going to run you an additional 2 gold.
Perfect. I'll take it.
All right, so now you can add that to your inventory. You have
I am.
a pipe,
And I just spent 4 gold,
pipeweed.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You are still in the tinker side of the district, and the rest of the companions are on the at the Blue Kite, which you would know where that's at. You were there with Vrax and Victor last time.
Pound pipe. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to pay the guy, and then as I'm walking out of the store, I'm going to kind of like load my pipe and like feel myself like, oh, I turn back around and ask if he has any matches or a fire device. Sometimes matches, a lighter, whatever.
Yeah,
flints.
He slides over a box of matches for you. Says, no charge. Please come back whenever
kinda
you
like-
need to refill.
I kind of like put my fingers at him like, you're the man, and then I walk
He
out.
puts his hand up with a confused look on his face and gives a nod. Thank you for your business. Come back whenever you need a refill.
And then I'm gonna, as the pipe's already loaded, so I'm gonna kind of pull a match out and strike it as I'm walking out the door.
Okay.
And just kind of like walk back out into town, kind of like a little wave of like victory is kind of swept over me because I have gone on my first little solo mission with myself in a while and got my pipe that I've been wanting for some time.
Perfect.
And then just kind of start walking back the way I think I came, since I'm kind of still lost around in town, not really caring where I'm at.
Yeah. So you head back to the house pretty much because that's where you were at, and you don't see your companions around anywhere. Let's flip over to the rest of the gang. What are you guys doing?
Before you flip over, I'm just gonna sit. Do we have a porch?
Yeah, it's
Cool, perfect.
A multi-tier
Sitting on the porch, smoking
steps.
my pipe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
What's the other Marin's mercenaries doing?
Well, now I'm a little wary about the scarab in my pocket. I want to go back home and put it back in that room.
Let's do this and then maybe get something to eat and then go to Mage District or Mage Guild.
Do you not think we should bring said scarab with us to the mage?
I think describe them should be good enough. Versus if he is wary about this, I don't want it out here in the open.
We also don't know the persuasion of these mage guild types. I mean, if this is something that's powerful and they're not the most savory of characters, do we want to put it in their possession potentially, or let them know that we have it? I mean, we could. Whatever. I'm obviously a little freaked out about this thing right now.
I mean, one thing is there's something with that house. We know there's teleportation to a castle and very big something. And then we have a room full of items that we do not understand from a person who QF. I'd like to learn more information.
I mean, I'll take it to Mage Guild if we want to just go there straight away with it and just see. But I don't know. I'll let you. What do you guys think?
Your points are true. We should bring it back and then set off with our questions for this Mages Guild.
Okay, so you
Vrax
guys,
starts walking back. Yeah.
you guys were having this conversation on the way back there, and then you come up to your homestead and you see Marwin sitting on the porch, smoking his pipe.
And I kind of like, I see them walking up and I'm like, hey, I got my pipe. Life is good. I kind of like hold it out in front of me, kind of like show them, like, look what I got, look what I got.
I just right past him straight inside up to the trophy room.
No.
And I turn around and say, make sure you don't smoke in home. And then I
Oh,
walk back
course.
behind Axton.
I kind of look
gonna-
over at Vrax and I'm like, I'm still skating on thin ice, huh?
I just nod at him.
Figures.
Yeah. And I walk in.
Okay. So you go right up, unlock the door, and put the scarab on its place. Come back down. You all gather up in the great room.
Yep. I'm just standing like still near the front door, inside, because I'm assuming that we're gonna be setting off as soon as we put that scarab down.
Yeah.
So, safe?
Yeah. I guess.
Door closed, locked.
Yeah,
head
the
to
second you
the-
close the door, it locks.
Oh, okay. It shuts automatically. Yeah.
It shuts and locks automatically.
All right. So I guess we're gonna go to the Mage Guild then?
Do we want to grab something to eat first?
That also might be a good idea.
And then we go. Maybe we can hear things around town too.
What time of day was it? Because I know we got that big feast in the evening.
Right now, with everybody walking around and talking, it's probably 9 o'clock.
No. Oh yeah, that's right. We got up at 3. I forgot.
Jeez.
We had a busy day.
Yeah, you guys
out of
sent. Yeah.
I was gonna say, out of character, what if we've got our rations on us? Like, what is since we're fully rested from the sleep, what is the benefit of having like a meal?
That
as
tastes
opposed
a
to
lot
just
better
eating
than rations.
Okay, that's role playing wise, but what about character benefit? Like, is there no
benefits.
Okay.
Really.
No stat boost or anything.
No.
No.
I will say this, that since you guys do have a kitchen, you can go around to merchants and get stuff to stock your kitchen, i.e. food. So that way you don't have to worry about paying 2 gold every time when you can, you can buy whatever. You can buy a loaf of bread for 2 copper.
Right.
You can have a banquet. Like, you can, with all kinds of food for a lot cheaper than what you guys were going to pay for anyway. So
Yeah, is there like somewhere where we can go and find like a grocer that can come and stock stuff for us? Is there
Sure.
something like that?
Yeah.
And then maybe pay him that way?
Absolutely.
That sounds like a good idea.
You also know that you can hire people to work at your home for you as well. Whether that be a cook, a butler, maids, guards, whatever you are seeking to be inside your house. And as long as you pay them, they will do what you say.
I think I'm gonna. I feel like that might be not a bad idea, but maybe we figure out what these room of potentially extremely dangerous artifacts are before we try to hire rando people to come inside our house.
True.
I
'Cause
don't
all we
even
need is
trust
somebody-
Marwin in the house.
Mm. As
Yeah.
long as doors are locked, let's be safe. Items should be safe.
Yeah, but
I
all
suggest
we
that
need is-
some of us go to run the errands to stock up our home, while some of us go to the Mage Guild.
agreed.
It does seem like we're gonna be, and then he sighs a little bit, being here for at least the time being.
Correct. So I'll go to Mage Guild. Who wants? to
And I'm
come
walking back inside, like putting my pipe like in the pocket of my shirt. Like it's I snuffed it out. It's out. It's nothing. I'm not smoking, but it's like I'm walking back inside as I'm putting it inside my shirt.
I'll go to the Mage Guild. I mean, I carried that scarab around. I'm a little put off by it, but I want to learn about it.
Okay.
And so I speak up and I'm like, Mage Guild, what are we talking about? What did I miss?
Well, some of us are going to Mage Guild and talk about the scarab, and some of you or some of us will be going into town and getting some groceries to fill the kitchen.
Ooh, food. Yes, I'm hungry.
Snacks.
Snacks.
So who's going
Yes.
where?
Food?
Okay, Marwin.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of him?
Wait,
Who's got
what?
the leash? Who's holding
Hold
the
on.
leash?
I'm staring intently at Victor.
Food it is.
Okay,
Vrax
I'm
coming
gonna
along.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand Victor
leash.
like a couple of gold coins to help out. You know, like basically putting in my
Yeah, I'll
Like
throw
2
him
cents
5
in.
gold. He paid for the bag of holding, which allowed him to
Yeah.
easily carry all that crap back.
I'm gonna-
That's-
Yeah, I'll chuckle, take the gold, flip it up, and throw it in my pocket. Just super
Don't
happy
do
that I'm
anything.
getting money.
make sure all the gold go to that food, not just you.
Well, I'm giving you 5 gold. As long as there's food, I don't care how much of mine you spend on food. As long as there's food when we get back.
And
Before,
I'm gonna. Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. No, you.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna pat Vrax and Marwin on the back and start heading out the door, kind of signaling we're heading out.
Oh, I'm needed. I think, just in case anything goes awry at the Mages Guild. But I turn Victor a little bit from his shoulder, and I'm gonna hand Victor 100 gold, and say, it was a good thing you did back there for the shopkeeper pitching in. Do what you will with it.
I'll make ends meet.
All right.
By the way, is there a port like